Did you know that the author who gave us the adventures classic The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo also helped to tell one of the most famous Christmas stories of all time, which shares its name with a toy and a bird? One popular symbol of the season is the Nutcracker. This toy has been around since the 15th and 16th centuries and was originally designed as a tool for cracking open nuts from their shells. Over time, nutcrackers have evolved from simple carvings of soldiers and kings to a variety of detailed human and animal figures. There is even a Nutcracker museum in Leavenworth, Washington, dedicated to these popular collectibles. It was the toy that inspired German writer E.T.A. Hoffmann to publish a story in 1816 titled The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. This dark tale, written for adults, tells of a young girl raised in a loveless home. She has a nightmare in which she is attacked and physically injured by a seven-headed mouse king, an injury she still has when she awakes. Her grandfather then explains her dream and tells her that her future husband would bring her a gift of a nut. When she eats it, she regains the beauty lost from her injuries, but the one who gave her the gift becomes old and ugly. The book ends the way it began. She is left in a home void of love. In 1844, the famous French author Alexandre Dumas took Hoffmann's tale and adapted it into a children's story. By the end of the 19th century, Dumas's version was made into a ballet with a musical score by Tchaikovsky. In this version, the young girl named Clara is presented with a gift of a nutcracker. She falls asleep with it in her arms, and dreams she is being surrounded by an army of mice led by the Mouse King. Her cries for help awaken the Nutcracker, who musters an army of toy soldiers to come to the young girl's defense. During the battle, the Nutcracker is wounded, and it is Clara this time who comes to his rescue, hitting the Mouse King with her slipper. As the mice carry off their fallen leader, the Nutcracker turns into a prince and whisks Clara away into a magical winter wonderland and a land of sweets where she meets the Sugar Plum Fairy. The story ends as Clara awakens, hugging the Nutcracker in her arms. Unlike the original book, the ballet was light, warm-hearted, and ends in a joyful Christmas. Though Tchaikovsky did not consider the work among his best, millions of people worldwide had performed, watched, and loved this holiday favorite. The ballet became a success, first in Russia, then in Europe, and finally in America when it made its television debut in 1954. If we think about it, the transformation of the Nutcracker from a sad book to a bright and colorful ballet illustrates how our lives can be transformed by the spirit of grace and goodness found in this joyous season. As you watch or read this great story, remember that love above all is what makes Christmas so special.